Welcome back to CryptoJet, holders, shillers, and my fellow blockchain degenerates. Today we're going to be talking about Tezos, look at the statistics a little bit, talk about some technical analysis, global crypto news, an interesting article that I found, and what exactly the Tezos project is. Now, cue the intro, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you actually enjoy the video, and turn that notifications bell on. Now let's move straight into Tezos, which is at a price of almost $7 at this point with a market cap of $6 billion. It's the 34th coin on the market in the global market cap of 2.5 trillion. So we are at the previous point of the previous all-time high when it comes to market cap. So we're going to see how the market reacts at this point. You can actually purchase XTZ on Binance or Coinbase if you're interested in investing into this coin. Before we move on to a little bit more about the project, Putin actually says it's possible that crypto will one day be used to store value. This makes perfect sense to me, as the world wants it, as this guy says down here. It is bigger than a revolution. Crypto will replace everything. They still don't get it. Well, maybe that's a little bit too much, but I completely agree with this view because, for example, gold is a very important instrument for investors because they want to have a hedge against inflation, right? So if you hold your money in cash, it's going to lose value in time, right, in the long term. And Bitcoin doesn't lose money in the long term. It simply pumps more and more in the long term as more and more people start investing into it. So if you have gold's market cap at around $10 trillion, why couldn't crypto be at that as well? And mind you, currently we are at 2.5 trillion. Sorry, I lost the chart. Moving on. We have an important technical analysis on time. Okay, I'm going to skip through this. That was just a joke. And we have China to Japan and even Vietnam. Countries in Asia are actually increasingly embracing the idea of central bank digital currencies. So CBDCs are what these are called. And it is very, very interesting to see that actually 80% of central banks are researching CBDCs, or these central bank digital currencies. So 10% of them plan to offer a retail version in the next 3 years, with another 20% set to make the move in under 6 years. So mostly in China, they want to do this in Asia. And basically it's a way to incorporate currencies and create a sort of artificial hedge against inflation for countries as a whole. Now, I'm not sure how that will work from an economic perspective, because inflation is a sign of growth in the economy and the growth of gross domestic product and everything. But I guess we're going to see what's going to happen because everyone is talking about it. Moving on, we have Tezos at a crucial area here for a bullish or bearish move. Now, this is on the 4-hour time frame. If we move in a little closer, it's on the 4-hour time frame. And I'm not sure this is very crucial for Tezos because, as we can see, I'm looking at the weekly time frame right here. And I would expect somewhat of a short-term retracement into fib levels before we actually start moving upwards in a more exponential move. But more about that in a second. What I wanted to talk about is the actual project and the community. So Tezos is a self-amending cryptographic ledger. So it is completely automated and achieves consensus not just about the state of a ledger, but the state of its own protocol. So this is a lot of technical stuff right here, but let me just tell you, this project will be there in the future. So they're huge. I'm not sure if you've seen, but even Formula One cars, I think it's McLaren, have Tezos as a sponsor of the Tezos Foundation, right? So they are actually huge. They have a lot of money and they are really evolving on their projects every single day. Recently, or the beginning of August, the 7th upgrade to Tezos ecosystem, or Granada, is now live, where block times were cut by 50%, which means mining these blocks and everything, it is actually 50% faster. Gas improvements, so less fees on the market and less gas consumption in smart contracts. If you don't know what gas is, it's basically this thing that you use to operate transactions on the network, right? So transactions or smart contracts, all of that needs some sort of gas to be powered, and the gas is given in the form of computer power. Liquidity baking also added, leveraging governance mechanism, blah, 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 a lot of this interesting stuff. These guys tweeted that Tezos is actually the best place to sell and collect NFTs. affordable, creative, and super fun. So they also have an NFTs ecosystem. Now, what exactly is Tezos? It's a blockchain made for the future. So for scaling, for being efficient, for evolving, and being there as a future project. If you actually want to invest into a project in the cryptocurrency industry, I would recommend you actually check out, projects that you think will be there in the next 5 years. And how you will arrive at that conclusion, well, you have to read their plan, you have to read their roadmap, you have to follow their communities and you have to be a part of just read, just literally read. So institutional grade security, first of all, they are designed to provide the safety and code correctness. I'm not going to read everything. Basically, you have security, you have governance by the people, which is a good thing in cryptocurrencies. So whoever holds tokens will actually be able to decide on anything that has to be voted on the platform. Then it's energy efficient, so they use proof of stake and requires significantly less energy and cost to actually operate. Smart contracts, so they are proof of stake smart contracts, and they can use formal verification, allowing them to be mathematically verified instead of just being verified the normal way. It's forkless, endlessly upgradable, and scalable, and that's pretty much all you have to know when it comes to Tezos. So if you scroll a little bit more down, you can see the 7th update, you can see the 6th update, you can see everything that they actually did in the past year and actually the past 2 years on the ecosystem. A lot of upgrades, and that's what you like to see when you are investing into a project. So the developer team is delivering on all of their goals. Now, finally, talking about the technicals, we can see a nice trend channel on the weekly time frame. And if we actually move onto the daily time frame, we can see that we are forming somewhat of a channel on the daily time frame as well, which is very interesting because our fib levels are right here. So it's a delicate situation at this point, and I would personally advise waiting a little bit and seeing how Tezos actually reacts to this level right here. So currently we're at fib levels, and if we establish a reaction of some sort at this fib level and actually start moving upwards, then it could be a beginning of another exponential move sooner than I anticipated. But in the case that the whole market actually rebounds from Bitcoin's previous all-time high, which if we have a look at right here, we're at the previous all-time high level, and we are ripe for somewhat of a profit-taking move and retracement, potentially into the fib levels once again before moving and breaking the all-time high. Considering that fact, it is possible that wait, now I lost my Tezos. Sorry about that. Considering that, we could actually expect a retracement into field levels before continuing to move towards the upside. Keep in mind that we are respecting the 50-period moving average right here, and potentially will respect it at the 50% field level again before moving towards the upside. My sort of prediction is that we will break out of this trend channel and create a even more bullish and exponential move towards the upside. But first we have to make a slight retracement back into this zone right here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any future video ideas. Hodl for dear life, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.